I don't always fill it up, but I did today, and I got to put oil in it, so, ouch. 32 gallons. That's a 32-gallon tank. I was on dead E. I'm gonna make this a public service announcement for people who don't have boats. When somebody takes you out on their boat and they ask you, to give them a couple dollars, don't get all butthurt and get into your feelings, because you don't own a boat, you don't know. Boat owners, we act like we okay, but we're not. It's okay to say ouch. So I'll say it. Ouch! What is happening, YouTube? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Today is another one of those days that end in Y, so you know that makes it a great day to go fishing. It is Dryzdale, and I'm out here on Lake Oconee this morning. I decided I was gonna come out here. It's been a little while since I've been out here fishing, and that's because gas prices are like high as a giraffe's behind. But it can't stop me from coming. I just gotta moderate how often I come. But anyway, I'm out here on Lake Oconee, and I started off today fishing stained water, and I'm gonna show you this water. This water's really stained, and I'm about to change up. I caught some decent fish in here. Stained water. Let's take a look at what we did in the live well so far this morning. Got about 4 fish, I think. Nope, I got 5 in the live well. I'm gonna try and catch a few fish today because I got that fish fry or cookout for Lady Dryzdale's birthday on Saturday. So I gotta put a few fish in the boat. So I'm gonna tell you now, thank you so much for watching. For everybody who hits that like button, all of the comments, and especially my subscribers, my long-term subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support of this channel. And for my new subscribers, welcome to the Dryzdale family. And if you just happen to be scrolling through YouTube and you came across this channel, or if somebody recommended this channel to you and you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right there to subscribe to the channel, along with that bell right there, so that you get notified when I post new videos. Let's see how we do on this episode of Crappie Fishing with Dryzdale. Let's go get them. Come out to get me. That one come out to get me, and she gonna keep. Come on, calm down. There you go. She gonna make the cut. That's about 11 inches. This one's about 11 inches. Gonna make about 10. She gonna make 10 right at. Couple fish that are about 10 inches that I done caught out of this tree. I'm gonna move on to the next one. Looking for some fish for the fish fry. well, cookout I got going on Saturday for Lady Dryzdale's birthday. I got some fish, but I'm trying to just make sure I got extra. It's a cookout, not a fish fry, so I got enough. One more off of this hole and then we rolling. I knew there was some big fish down in this one. Small school, big fish. Private school fish right there. Small school, big fish. Come here, you. That's another decent one. My second throwback for the day. She might have made the cut, but I'm thinking about it, so I'm letting it go. Come here, you. They come off in the boat. That's a good thing. She gonna make the cut too. We're gonna see her on Saturday. See her again on Saturday. She's decent. Not big as I thought it was, but it's decent. She gonna make the cut. There we go. All right, I'm gonna pull up a seat so that I can sit down and catch a couple of these. Catch a couple of these. I'm tired of standing up. Got in a little bit more clear water right now, so I'm gonna have a seat. It's getting warm too. Put my hat on. No sense in having to cool down if you don't let yourself get too hot. Oh shoot! Yeah, he is. Yeah. Oh no! Oh no! He's still on there. Come on, get me out of that tree. There you go. Got me out of the tree. You almost had me thinking I had to shimmy again. Almost thinking I had to shimmy again. That was a small fish. I said I wasn't giving no grace to him, so I ain't gonna. So, while I'm waiting and trying to catch this next fish, I thought I wanted to figured I would share with y'all an experience I had at the boat ramp this morning. I get to the boat ramp and there's a guy that is on the ramp. He's untying and, you know, getting his boat ready to launch. And my thought was this: the boat ramp is not the place for you to be prepping your boat. That's not the prep area. That's the ramp. And what'll happen is, when somebody pulls up behind you, they've got to wait for you to prep your boat when you should be launching on the ramp. So I kind of had a little bit of a stank attitude. It wasn't bad, but I was like, dude, you know you ain't got no business being there, and now I gotta wait on you to prep your boat and get out of my way so that I can launch. So I did. I got out the boat and I was launching mine, and the man says, hey, give me a minute, I'm by myself. And I'm thinking, okay. And I told him, I said, hey, no problem, it's all good. But again, my mind and my spirit was upset, because it was like, you ain't got no business prepping your boat in this area. So, PSA, the boat ramp is for launching. The prep area is for prepping your boat to launch. The boat ramp is not for prepping. So I told him, hey, no problem. And I just went over here and got my stuff together for my boat ready to launch. And then, next thing you know, I'm sitting there waiting on him to launch, and I'm watching him, and I'm like, dang, I could have been on the water by now, or I could have been down and launched my boat and all this right now. So he gets his boat launched, he comes out. I go ahead and I drop my boat. Now again, I wasn't stank about it. I was just like, I should have been in here already. Didn't say nothing negative to the man or anything. But my spirit was disrupted. And the next thing you know, I went on ahead and launched my boat, got out. When I'm coming back to the boat, after I park my trailer, I get back to the boat, and the guy says, no, he was still on there. He was still on there. So I asked him, I said, hey, are you fishing for bass or are you fishing for crappie? And he says, I'm fishing for bass. I said, all right, well, good. You can catch all of them that you want, because I'm fishing for crappie. I don't want to catch any bass. So we laugh, he, ha, ha. And he says to me, he says, well, this is my first time out in a few years. I've been off the water fighting cancer for a few years. And I was like, whoa. I said, oh man, sorry to hear that. And so immediately my mind went from, you frustrated because you had to wait, and this man been fighting cancer for 3 years, or a few years. He didn't say 3, he said a few years. He been fighting cancer for a few years, and I'm worried about, oh shoot, oh, I thought I had the shimmy. That's a fish. That ain't no shimmy, that's a fish. I got him. So this man is fighting cancer for a few years. I've been able-bodied and healthy, as far as I know, for the last few years, fishing because I have fun fishing. Not fighting for my life, none of that. So the thing that came to my mind right after all of that was, let me put this fish back and I'll be right back with you. All right, so the thing that came to my mind that's been sitting on my spirit all day while I was fishing. So I don't know who this message is for. I don't know what that experience was for, but what it did is it taught me, which I've already known, but it reminded me, let's just say this. It reminded me that give people grace. You know, that was all about grace. I didn't have any real reason to have any kind of stank attitude, or, you know, have my spirit disrupted because somebody else was taking longer than I would have liked to. And that's one of the things that I'm not the most patient. I can't stand to wait on stuff, especially when it's supposed to be done in a certain kind of period of time or done a certain way that causes delay. So the point to that was, it was an exercise for me, in that as soon as he said he'd been fighting cancer, he'd been off the water for a few years because of cancer, I was like, oh, well, then it was okay. Well, the reality of it is, whether or not the man was fighting cancer, if he wasn't fighting cancer, the message is the same. You still don't know what anybody's going through, and everybody's going through something. And if you ain't going through something, you coming out of something. And if you ain't coming out of something, you about to go through something. So it ain't but three things. You either in something, out of something, or getting ready to go into something, because there's always something. So my message in that, what I took away from that experience was, again, offer grace to people, because even if he hadn't said that he'd been having cancer, my reaction to things is totally up to me. I still got a chance to get out here and fish all day, catch a few fish, catch a few crappie, and spend time with y'all. So again, I don't know who that message is for, but we could all use grace. And I am not going to extend much grace to these crappie in that live well back there. So with that, folks, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode of Crappie Fishing with Dryzdale up. As always, thank you for watching. Everybody, I appreciate your comments. I especially like those likes. And a special appreciation to my subscribers, my long-term subscribers. Thank you so much for your continued support of this channel. New subscribers, welcome to the Dryzdale family. And if you just happen to be scrolling through YouTube and you came across this channel, or if somebody recommended this channel to you and you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that bell that button right there to subscribe to the channel, along with that bell right there, so that you get notified when I post new videos. Until next time, folks, remember, the best days to go fishing are the ones that end in Y. Dryzdale out.